So, a study recently commissioned by the city of Seattle found that part time drivers earn more per hour than full time drivers. So, does that mean if you're a full time driver, you should go out and get a regular job and only drive part time? Well, the problem with this report, well, I won't say the problem, there's a lot of nuance in this report. And unfortunately, it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as saying someone earns X amount of dollars versus someone else, because we've got things to consider like wait time. We've got things to consider like whether someone is using two apps, Uber and Lyft. But there is some interesting information in this report, and that is linked in the description below of this video. And one of those things is that part-time drivers, on average, earn more than full-time drivers. And I think the reason for that is those of us, like myself, who only drive part-time, we're going to drive during the busiest times, which means we're not waiting around as much, and we're limiting the amount of wait time that we have on the app. Therefore, our hours are fewer. In addition, there's costs involved, there's deductions involved, there's, cost of operations, the cost of doing business, which for someone who drives part-time is different than someone who drives full-time. And the thing to remember is that this is also only in Seattle. One of the great things about this report is that Cornell actually got a hold of the data from Uber and Lyft, all the data that said this person was online at this time, this is how long they were online, this is what they earned, this is what they got in tips. So they got all of that information that when you conduct a survey with drivers, you don't normally get. Now, as you all know, I am an advocate of only doing rideshare and food delivery part-time, of using it to supplement your income that you already have. And I'm not going to say that this substantiates my beliefs, but I will say that if you want to, you can read through this 135-page report and see what it says. The executive summary is pretty good. You're probably going to want to check that out as well. So if you're a full-time driver, should you stop driving full-time? Maybe get a regular job and then only do this part-time? Maybe. Could be something to consider. Read the report and decide for yourself. That's all I got to talk about today. Remember, just because you live in a smaller market doesn't mean you need to settle for small profits.